The mountains stand galled over our valley, where the air is crisp and the morning sun marks the start of a busy day.
Even our animal friends seem to know that today is a special day in the garden.
The harvest is ready, and the colors of the vineyard are more vibrant than ever. Each variety has ripened to perfection, holding the sweetness of a long, warm summer.
Peace reigns in every corner of the yard as the morning work begins.
The hearth is lit, warming the air as we prepare for the long process ahead.
These deep purple grapes are the soul of our traditional jam.
We harvest carefully, selecting only the finest bunches from the low-hanging vines.
There is much to do, and the morning smoke follows us as we make our way to the vines. Together, we head into the heart of the vineyard to bring in the year's bounty.
Even in the middle of the harvest, our little friend finds a quiet spot to stay tidy.
The green grapes are glowing, filled with the sweetness of the morning sun.
With a steady hand, we gather the fruit, making sure each cluster remains intact.
The garden provides more than just grapes. It is a bounty that feeds the whole farm.
The samovar is lit, a tradition that keeps us warm and refreshed through the day's labor.
Life on the farm moves at its own pace, calm and steady like the water in the pond. Now we turn to the dark grapes, rich in color and deep in flavor. The rows are long, but the work is light when the harvest is this plentiful.
Every vine is visited, every cluster checked to ensure only the best make it to the kitchen.
The old ways are still the best, harvesting by hand, just as we have for generations. The weight of the harvest grows with every cluster we add to the bucket. The vineyard feels infinite today, filled with the promise of a bountiful year. Years of experience guide her hands, knowing exactly which bunch is ready for the pot.
We fill the buckets slowly, ensuring the fruit remains perfect and unbruised.
There is a quiet rhythm to the harvest that brings peace to the soul.
Our furry friend finds his own way to celebrate the coolness of the earth.
In the heat of the work, a quiet shadow is the best place to be.
While we work the land, the water dwellers enjoy the stillness of the afternoon.
From the vines to the buckets, and now into the crates, the first stage is nearly complete. These crates hold the essence of our garden, ready to be transformed.
We move to the next section, where the sun has kissed the green grapes into perfect sweetness.
The green grapes require a delicate touch to keep the clusters full and beautiful.
One by one, the buckets fill as we gather the best of the harvest. Consistency is key. Only the most vibrant clusters are chosen for our recipe.
Nature hides its treasures well, but we know exactly where to look.
The abundance of this season is a blessing we never take for granted.
With the buckets full, it is time to organize our haul before heading back to the house. A moment of reflection on the land that has provided for us so generously.
Every bunch is handled with care, ensuring they arrive at the kitchen in perfect condition.
The harvest is in. Now, the real work of transformation begins at home.
The water flows through our garden, a constant reminder of the life that sustains everything we grow. In every corner of the yard, nature provides a sense of peace and tranquility.
Even our feathered friends enjoy the cool, clear water that runs through the heart of the home.
Bringing the harvest home is just the beginning. The garden table is now the center of our work.
We prepare the large basins and the traditional stove, getting ready for the long hours of cooking.
Quality is the most important ingredient. We inspect every bunch with a practiced eye.
The fire is the heart of the process, providing the steady heat needed for the perfect jam. We start by gathering all the fruit in the large basins, ready for the cleaning process.
Some grapes are set aside, hung in the traditional way to be used for different preparations.
It is a slow and careful process, ensuring that each cluster has the space it needs.
Every bunch is placed with precision, a method passed down through generations.
The green grapes go next, creating a beautiful display of the garden's variety. This traditional hanging method helps keep the fruit fresh and airy.
It takes time, but the results are worth the effort.
Even the house cat takes a stroll through the garden as the preparations continue. Our watchful friend keeps a close eye on everything we do.
Cleanliness is the foundation of a good preserve, starting with fresh mountain water.
The heat begins to build, ready to transform the harvest into something sweet.
We wash the grapes gently by hand, ensuring every berry is perfectly clean.
It's a communal effort in our garden, where even the birds are part of the family.
The wood smoke carries the scent of the hearth, a sign that the cooking is about to begin.
The garden is full of life today, as everyone finds their place in the morning light.
Our feathered companion stays close, a curious observer of our traditional ways.
Batch by batch, we clean the fruit, preparing them for the transformation into sweet nectar.
The final cylinder is for the dark grapes, the most intense in flavor and color.
These grapes have a depth of character that defines the very best of our harvest.
The red grapes provide a subtle balance, adding both color and a gentle tang.
Each bunch is a piece of the puzzle, completing the grand display of our garden's bounty.
It is a sight to behold, the three pillars of our harvest, drying and breathing in the garden air.
Patience is our greatest tool, ensuring every step is taken with the respect the fruit deserves.
Every bunch is handled with the same reverence as the first, completing our display.
Even our guest knows that the sweetest fruits are found at the top of the pile.
The energy of the farm is infectious, spreading to all our companions as the day warms up.
The next step requires great patience as we prepare each individual berry for the pot.
Years of practice make this meticulous work look like second nature. Each berry is a small promise of the rich, deep flavor to come. We remove every stem and leaf, ensuring only the purest fruit goes into our jam.
The scale of the task is large, but we work through it one cluster at a time, enjoying the morning air.
The harvest is being transformed, berry by berry, into the foundation of our tradition. Beyond our garden, the valley stretches out, vibrant and full of life under the autumn sun.
High above our valley, the snow-capped peaks watch over the changing seasons.
The mountains offer more than just a view. They provide a wild harvest for those who know where to look.
Wild mushrooms, fresh and earthy, will make a fine addition to our table tonight.
There is a quiet solitude in the hills, a place to gather one's thoughts, along with the fruit of the earth.
Back at home, the garden remains a peaceful sanctuary for all who live here.
Every tool and every herb has its place, stored away for when they are needed most.
The garden is a busy place where the residents of the yard go about their daily routines.
Now we begin the most vital part of the day, preparing the fire for the grape jam.
The heavy pot is placed, ready to endure the heat and hold the essence of our harvest.
We start with the dark grapes, their deep color promising a rich and flavorful syrup. Each variety is prepared separately, ensuring their unique qualities are preserved in the final taste.
We fill the pot generously, for the juice of these grapes will become the soul of our preserve.
The fire must be steady, coaxing the sweetness out of every single berry.
Now we let the heat work its magic, simmering the fruit until it is ready for the next stage.
While the pot simmers, life continues in the vast beauty of our mountain home.
The hills are generous today, offering more treasures to those who walk them.
A careful cut ensures we leave the roots behind, respecting the cycle of growth. One by one, the basket fills, a wild harvest to complement our garden's bounty.
In the stillness of the heights, work becomes a meditation on the land.
Back in the yard, the hierarchy of the farm is maintained with a watchful eye. Across the hills, the machinery of the harvest moves in harmony with the changing landscape. From above, the scale of the valley's bounty is revealed to those who share our skies.
Now we move to the green grapes, stripping them with the same care and attention as the dark ones.
Each berry is a jewel, soon to be distilled into the sweet essence of our craft.
The work is long, but surrounded by the beauty of the yard, time passes with a gentle grace.
A sea of green, ready to join the dark grapes in the heat of the fire.
The mountains continue to yield their secrets, providing for our table in ways the garden cannot.
These wild treasures are at their peak, firm and full of the earth's rich flavor.
The joy of the harvest is felt by everyone, even our loyal companions who find time for play.
In the heart of the farm, there is always room for a moment of spirited fun.
The heat has unlocked the rich colors of the fruit, creating a vibrant syrup that is the base of our work.
We move the preparation to the table, where the next stage of filtration begins.
Carefully, we ladle the hot fruit, making sure to capture every drop of the precious juice.
The steam carries the sweet aroma of cooked grapes, a scent that fills the entire yard.
The fire is now perfectly controlled, just enough to keep the mixture at the right temperature.
It is heavy work, but years of tradition make the movements sure and steady.
This liquid holds the concentrated flavor of the vineyard, ready to be refined. Even in the high hills, life is found in the smallest details of nature.
A true find, the king of the hillside mushrooms, perfect in size and shape.
A simple fire, a bit of water, and the quiet of the mountains, the perfect way to end the forage.
The garden is a gallery of colors today, where every corner tells a story of care and growth.
Nature's abundance is all around us, from the fruit on the trees to the flowers at our feet.
The next stage begins as we prepare the syrup for our green grapes.
Clear mountain water is the base for our sweet syrup, pure and refreshing.
Sweetness is added in measure, using only the finest sugar for our preserve.
The sugar dissolves into the water, creating the thick, clear syrup needed to preserve the fruit. The green grapes join the syrup, ready to be slow cooked into a translucent gold.
Every grape must be coated in the sweet syrup to preserve its shape and flavor.
In the heart of the garden, the kitchen moves outdoors, following the rhythm of the harvest.
High in the hills, the beauty is simple and untouched, just like the life we lead.
The kettle whistles in the mountain air, a simple joy after a long climb.
A cup of tea brewed with mountain water carries the flavor of the wild.
From this height, the world feels still, and our village seems part of the earth itself.
Rest is well earned when you've walked the paths of your ancestors.
In our yard, no one goes hungry, not even the clever crow.
We remove the impurities to ensure the jam stays clear and the flavor remains pure. The heat is high now, reducing the syrup to the perfect consistency.
The dark grapes have given their all, and now we move to the next stage of the process.
Every step is a dance of timing and heat, moving from one pot to the next. We strain the juice carefully, separating the rich essence from the skin and seeds.
We press and strain, ensuring that only the purest essence of the dark grapes remains.
It is a labor of love that fills the air with the scent of late autumn.
By hand, we ensure every drop of the harvest is utilized for our traditional recipe. The concentrated juice is returned to the heat to be reduced into a thick, rich syrup.
Slowly, the liquid transforms, its color deepening as the water evaporates.
Even in the high hills, life moves in small, beautiful rhythms.
Nature's details are often the most rewarding for those who take the time to see them.
With a full basket and a quiet mind, we begin our descent back to the valley. A fresh fire for the tea, keeping the traditions of hospitality alive in our yard.
The heart of the kitchen never cools until the final jar is sealed.
As the sun begins to set, the yard is still full of the playful spirit that defines our home.
We harvest the flowers of the garden to brew a tea that carries the scent of the earth.
The heat of the samovar brings out the subtle essence of the blooms, a perfect companion for our sweets.
The long hours over the fire have reached their peak, and the nectar is now a thick, rich jam. We serve the first of the harvest, a reward for the day's hard work.
The harvest concludes at the table, where we share the fruits of our labor in the quiet of the evening.
A warm cup and a sweet bite, the simple traditions that bind our family together.
The green grapes have become like emeralds, preserved in a syrup of pure sunshine.
There is no taste quite like it, the concentrated sweetness of the vineyard on a piece of home-baked bread.
Our pantry is full once more. The harvest is captured in these jars, ready to bring the taste of summer to the cold winter days ahead.